So a few weeks ago, I posted a Q&A questionnaire on YouTube and on Instagram, and you guys came with some really good questions for us.
And here we are.
Yeah, so here we are. We're doing the Q&A. We had a lot of repeat questions. We had just a lot of questions in general, but I think we have like 14 or 15 questions to go through. So I guess let's get started.
Do it.
All right. So the first question that I had from a ton of people on YouTube and on Instagram was, how did we meet? So we've been together, married for 14 years.
Together for 17?
17 total.
Long time.
We met right after I graduated high school. We went to school, the same school together. We knew each other. We just didn't start dating till literally after I graduated high school.
You're 2 years younger than me?
Yep, 2 years younger. And one of our friends connected us. We've been together ever since.
History ever
I
since.
know. It's weird to think it's been 17 years total. That's like half my life almost. I know. We're getting old. All right, next question is from Like to Be Fishing on YouTube. And he asks, do you still have family and friends in Minnesota? Do you plan on visiting anytime soon? You can't forget about the North Shore. Yes. So if you guys are new to the channel, we were born and raised in Minnesota before we moved to Colorado. And yeah, that's where all our family and friends are. Yeah, we have nobody here in Colorado that is family or friends. So yeah,
14-hour drive to go see everyone.
Yep, we go back. We've been there twice already this year. My father passed away on New Year's Day, so we had to go up there and take care of that. So we were there on New Year's Day.
Then my parents moved in March.
Yep.
April.
Yep. So we were
help them out.
We went up there to help them move
Grab
in April.
U-Haul.
Yeah. So we've been there twice already this year, and I don't know. Who knows if we might go back again sometime later this year. And the North Shore.
Someday we'll take this up there maybe.
Yes. Someday we'll get the truck camper to the North Shore.
Revisit it.
But it'll be a while. It'll be a while.
It'll be a big trip up to like maybe Michigan and the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Do the whole coastlines up there.
That's the plan. Hit the North Shore again, revisit all the memories, because that was our stomping grounds forever and ever. We know the North Shore like the back of our hand, and
be a few years though, for sure.
Yeah, we have new territories to explore first. Next question is from Jennifer Stottlemyre from YouTube. Are you going to be staying in Colorado, or are you doing van life? So there's kind of a two-part question to this, because I have another question after this that kind of relates. So yes, we are staying in Colorado. We are not doing any van life. When we first got the truck camper, we of course were like, oh my God, we could live out of this thing and do all the things. Yeah. And we still love our truck camper, but I think we realized
we like a home life.
Yeah, we like a home life.
We have a cat.
We have a cat. We want a home base. We like to be able to come home and do our laundry, just kind of have that downtime and whatnot. So yeah,
we could do 2-3 weeks in it, no problem. Maybe a month, depending on where we were.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we can do longer, up to a month probably in it, but then we'd be ready to come home, have some time at home, and get back camping.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not interested in that lifestyle.
Yeah,
nope.
And working, we both work, and I'll get to that question because I had a lot of you asking what we do for work. But we don't want to turn the truck camper into work, like a workspace. We want that to be our enjoyment. So yeah, that's it. So truck camper is for enjoying. So leading into the next question from Camping Alan from YouTube, you alluded that you were looking to move to other locations. I think you said Arizona. Is that something that's going to happen? Why are you considering moving out of Colorado? So we are currently in Colorado. We plan on staying in Colorado. We are not leaving Colorado anytime soon. But yes, eventually someday in our life, we will be moving to Arizona, Tucson area specifically. We love that area, the Sonoran Desert. You got 7 mountain ranges. We're 6 hours from like San Diego, the ocean. We are still a drive away from Colorado. So it's
a good jumping off point.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna make the move one day, but there's no time frame. But Tucson is definitely it. The reason why we're thinking or we want to move eventually is We were born and raised in Minnesota, so we were born in winter snow. And let me tell you, Colorado is so much more mild than Minnesota.
Much more.
However, we're getting to the point where if we don't see snow again, we're fine.
We want snow on our terms.
Yeah, we want snow on our terms. And, you know, living literally right by the Rocky Mountains, winters, it's snowy. It's a snowfield in there. Cold. We just don't want snow eventually.
Just want to be more active in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, this winter was hard for us because we go to the mountains a lot. That's how we, you know, do a lot of weekend stuff. And I just don't, we were not in the winter mood. We didn't want to do winter hiking. We didn't want to go winter snowshoeing.
Nothing. Go down to Cactus Land.
We're not skiers. We just want to be able to be active year round and not worry about weather. And we don't like winter, snow. No. That's it. That's where it's at.
Had enough of it.
It will happen. We will get to Arizona someday. All right, Jesse Patzan from Instagram. Would you consider doing any mods to your truck so you could reach more remote places? I'll let you answer that.
I think it's good how it is.
Yeah.
There's not much more you really could do. It has the off-road tires. It has the suspension that can support. It has the ground clearance.
Yeah.
I don't think we don't have any remote areas that we, you know, are on our list to need to get to.
Yeah, that are like so off the road that we can't take it with our truck.
Yeah, everything's been fine.
Yeah.
We haven't had any issues with being limited for where we want to go. If it gets too jagged, rocky, rough, we just turn around.
But we haven't really had that yet either.
No.
Yeah, that's the whole reason we bought a truck and a truck camper was because we wanted the off-road abilities. And there's been some areas where we're like, yeah, we're glad we have a truck, because like if we didn't have a truck, we probably couldn't have made it because it's higher clearance and has the off-road tires. But
compared to a camper van that might be lower to the ground, or a pull-behind trailer.
Yeah, or the trailer. Yeah, no, we have
or big fifth wheel.
Yeah, we're very happy with our truck and our setup, and there's no modifications we'll be doing to it. So rapid fire, keep going here. Jim Penn from YouTube. Are there things you don't love about your camper or changes you would like to plan on making? So I just released a video about all the different upgrades we've done. So we've had it for what, 10 months now? 11 months?
Last August.
Yeah. And we did quite a few upgrades to it just to kind of make it work for us better. So check out that video. After the upgrades we've done, right now we don't have anything else planned. So
seems always pop up though, one or two additions on every trip.
Every trip, like, oh, we should get this or do that. But it's like, I feel like we've got the big upgrades done. So check that video out. When we were camper shopping, we were very picky. We, did a lot of research on the campers, and we really honed in on this specific model. You know, it has the king size bed that many don't.
Even the bigger models, they don't, because they have closets in them.
Yeah.
They have queens. And
we wanted it to be light. We wanted it to fit our truck bed. We didn't want it longer. Like, there was a lot of things.
Heavier, too.
Yeah. Yep. But is there things we don't love about it? Maybe the biggest thing would be that we don't hate it. It works fine for us. Is maybe the seating area would be, wish that was maybe a little cozier, like by the table. Like
you kind of have to hang your legs off the side. You can't sit like at a dinette table. There's no, because it has to, the contour of the truck camper, you can't cut it out or anything. So,
but I mean, we can sit there fine. We have
for a couple hours, I couldn't sit there all day and work or something.
No.
We're always out and about, or we're sitting outside.
But honestly, other than that, I don't think of anything we don't love about it. We couldn't be happier. Like, we feel very good about our purchase. There's not a lot we don't like about it.
We changed the things we really didn't like.
Yeah.
Like how the batteries were, the lead acid batteries.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about venting batteries.
And the faucet. So I feel like the things
modified a lot.
Yeah, we did a lot of modifications to make it fit us perfect. Otherwise, we really love our camper. All right, so Steph Kotz from IG. Sorry if I'm like butchering your names. I apologize. She asks, how do you protect yourself from wildlife when camping? I'm scared to try camping because of animals at night. Well, Steph, that's exactly why I wouldn't camp back in the day in like tents. Hence the truck camper.
Hard sides, locks, security systems. Yeah.
Yes. No, we've not had any issues with animals.
No.
Again, we are not tent people. That's why I won't tent, because I'm literally scared of animals or something coming into the tent at night.
When we car camped in the Jeep, we had an animal scratching on the outside.
Yeah, I think it was like a coon or something.
That was weird.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
Like middle of the night, we heard some scraching.
We got up to take care of it, and then we set the car alarm off, and it was a whole mess. It was a whole thing.
It was quite the 2 a.m. type situation. Car alarms are going off because we were like trying to get out of the Jeep, and
That didn't work for us either. The car camping, that was nope, that was not comfortable.
Yeah. But literally the only intruders have been like flies and mosquitoes. Like that's it. We don't have any issues. We have bear spray too that we keep in the camper. Unless you're tenting, I can't advise, but because I'm not a tenter. But if you're in a camper or anything, like you should feel pretty safe. I mean, you lock the doors at night and
animals just don't come attacking campers. They have to have a motive for doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe if you leave a bunch of food outside.
Right, exactly.
They're not.
If you're looking to go camping in a camper, I say do it. You got to try it. Don't be scared of it. There's nothing to be scared of, I feel. So I had tons of people ask me this on YouTube and on Instagram. What apps do you use to book/plan your trips, and how do you decide on a destination? I would say we use mostly Google Maps, YouTube. We do a lot of research on YouTube. We use
iOverlander.
Yeah, iOverlander. We use that a lot for finding campsites.
What was the other one you used?
Oh, Campadiem, I think, is another good one.
Found one that wasn't on iOverlander.
Yeah, there's a plane.
On the way to Wyoming.
Sorry for the noise. We find a lot of the, like, what inspires us to travel is literally probably like social media and friends, their suggestions. Like, you know, seeing all the pretty photos and stuff. It's like, I want to see that. I want to do that, you know? Also, I do a lot of blog reading. Pretty much for every trip, I kind of have a layout of an itinerary for each day, you know, because we have to look at campsites, kind of pre-plan all that. Usually we're always on a schedule most of the time because we don't do this full time. We only have so many days to do things, so we have to kind of lay it out. So I just put together like a little Word document and be like, all right, today we're going to go see this and do this hike. And then tomorrow we're going to go here and we'll camp here, you know. So we
it's always a bit scheduled, which is it's good.
But again, we have limited time, so we're not doing this full time. So it's a little different. We want to see the most we can in each trip. This is another question we got from tons of people on YouTube and IG. What do you do for work and how are you able to travel so much? All right, easy. I work in travel and tourism. I own a business, and I'm my own boss, so I don't really have to worry about vacation time, but he has to.
Yeah, I work for a technology company, and we just utilize our time off as efficient as we can.
Yeah.
You know, plan around holidays, plan it ahead of time, 6 months to a year ahead of time.
Yep. Yep.
We have some nice time off around Christmas and Thanksgiving. So
we take
utilize that. We have a good PTO vacation policy. So.
So we basically just kind of revolve everything around, you know, holidays, and then using time off to kind of work the holidays into the time off so we don't have to take off as much time off. So
a lot of, you know, go to work the next day after driving 10 hours. It's tough the first day.
Usually when he's done with work at 5, we literally are out the door. Like on our way driving to get ahead of schedule, get some miles under the belt before our trip.
Use lunch to pack everything up and get ready or do it in the morning right away.
Yeah. So
head out the door.
We're just like everyone else who has a job. We have to worry about time off and do all the things. So we just make it work with the time off we have and
have to make a living, you know, bills and
all the things.
It's life.
We're just regular people like everyone else with jobs. And I will say having YouTube and my social media presence that kind of blew up last year has definitely became like a part-time job for us too. So filming this content, editing, and then keeping up on Instagram and doing all that content.
A lot of time.
It's a lot of time put into all of this. So we appreciate you guys watching because we do put a lot of time into all our work that we put out here for content for you guys and on Instagram. So thank you for that. And I guess this next question, we just kind of answered that. We said, do you work while you travel or do you just use PTO? So kind of already covered this. We do not work in the camper when we're traveling unless I had like a work emergency. I did have one of those when we were in California. I had some stuff happen that I had to take care of. So it's like on that type of basis. Otherwise, we don't work from the camper. We use PTO, weekends, all of the holidays, and we don't really want to turn the camper into a work
I just want to leave all that stuff at home when I go.
Our truck camper is for enjoying, relaxing, not to work and enjoy and you know, it's a thing. We want to keep it separate. But Tranquilio, I think is how you say it, from YouTube. Being on the road so much, what do you talk about, and what music do you listen
What do we
to?
talk about? Future vacations.
That's it. We talk about where should we go next, and then we start like planning it all out.
Or listen to music, or listen to public radio.
Yeah, we are people who will once in a while listen to public radio. But no, we like rock, regular, I don't know, today's hits, pop, or whatever you call it now. I don't even know what is it.
Rap.
A little bit of rap in there. A little bit of country here and there.
Grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, we are like a mix of everything.
A lot of variety.
So yeah, it's a little bit of everything, I think. All right, Expedition Euphoria on IG. Do you have any more international trips coming up? Yes, we leave in 4 days for Canada with the truck camper.
Not a plane trip.
Yes,
truck camper trip.
Yes, that's the next international. We're taking the truck and truck camper up to Banff in the Canadian Rockies, and that will be the next series actually after this video. So stay tuned. We're excited.
Alberta.
Hopefully everything goes okay and we can actually get into Canada with the truck camper. Hopefully there's no issues. So yeah. And then after that, the only other trip we have booked in September is Switzerland and Liechtenstein. So as long as nothing happens or comes up, that's booked and we'll be going there. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, we just got back from a trip. We were in Norway and we did the Norwegian Fjords cruise, and then we did Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, and
a little bit of Germany.
So yeah, if you were following me on IG, I was sharing a lot from that trip in the stories. So I'm sure that's kind of where that question came from. Kelly Ramirez from YouTube. What do you do for fun when you're not traveling? I think we just like to relax.
Go for walks.
We love going walking.
There's a lot of walking trails.
Yeah, just
hiking. Short hikes.
Yeah. Basically, if we're not traveling, we try to get outdoors. We're very much in love with being outside in nature and whatnot. So
fishing, but that's kind of when we're traveling.
Yeah.
So we're in the mountains running around. So.
Yeah.
I love fishing. Movies. Love movies.
Movies are always good.
Can't watch as much TV or movies as we used to, but
I'm not a big TV person.
Not as much as I used to be.
The only thing I do is watch YouTube. I have lots of people I follow on YouTube, and I can't wait to see their weekly videos.
That's what you do for fun. You watch YouTube.
Yeah, I watch YouTube for fun. I feel like we just kind of enjoy the time in between our trips to just kind of be down, relax, just kind of enjoy home life. And
cooking at home.
Yes.
Love cooking.
Yes, if you guys following along, you know he's the cook of the house, and his dad was a chef and whatnot. So he
grew up in a restaurant.
Yep, he grew up in a restaurant basically, and
parents owned a restaurant. So.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we're kind of boring.
Kind of homebodies when we're not out and about.
Yep, definitely homebodies. And this is the last question. I feel like we went really quick through these. All right, so Sheena Martin from YouTube. I love watching your videos. Definitely have tried and gotten to many places you've shown. My question is, where do you go for camping in Colorado?
Everywhere.
You guys.
Options.
Like, I don't even know how to answer this question because Colorado camping is another level and there's so much good camping. I think I have an answer because I'm like, how am I going to answer this? There's so many good places. My answer to this question would be because it's easy to get there. You get to go through Rocky Mountain National Park. And it's in lake area, the mountains, and it's an easy trip for us from Fort Collins because we don't have to go to Denver, we don't have to go on the I-70, that area. So an easy favorite trip for us is going over to the Grand Lake area. That's
Grand Lake, Granby,
that area. It's so beautiful. You drive through Rocky Mountain on the way over. For us, I don't know where you're coming from, but we live in Fort Collins, so we literally live an hour from there. And yeah, that's our favorite area for camping, just because of the ease.
Because it's convenient.
Conveniency, you know. Now, if we wanted to get real specific, I'm sure like the San Juans, Telluride, Ouray, that whole area, Silverton.
That's
another level.
The prettiest area in our opinion.
That's probably our favorite area of Colorado. Yeah. But that's a 8-hour drive.
Stressful drive.
It's not like an easy quick trip for us. You know, you have to take a day to drive and all the things. Yeah. That's why when we moved to Arizona, I think it's about the same. It's like 8 or 9 hours away.
Yeah.
So we will still be able to get to that area of Colorado. It's the same distance from Tucson, but we don't have to drive through Denver. And
it's an easy drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that location, when it's time, it'll still give us all the Colorado we love.
And the ocean's 6.5 hours away.
Yes, and the ocean.
Bonus.
But yeah, that was all the questions. So I hope this was fun for you to watch. We've never done a Q&A, and you kind of got to get to know us a little bit better. But yeah, I feel like we're just the standard couple enjoying truck camping life. And
Old married couple.
Old married couple, we call ourselves.
Yeah.
But if you guys do have any questions, let us know down in the comments. We're happy to answer anything you have. And yeah, thanks for joining us on our first Q&A. And maybe we'll do another one in the future. But that's it.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right. Stay tuned for the next series coming up. We're heading international.
To Canada.
Canada. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.